Thursday night football kickoff. Bengals, Ravens. We're breaking all that down and more predictions. What do we think is going to happen in the game? Also, tons of news, some Underdog drops for you. So get ready, Underdog. Promo code Smitty. I'll drop the link in the live chat if you want to partake and tail some of these predictions. So hit that link, do it live. And the Fantasy Football Show, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, live a little early because of the Thursday game. We want to be longer. Live show begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
Welcome in, everyone. We've got some news to go over for week number 10. We got Ron Navy dropping an instant $20 hauler. He says, let's go. He's ready to rumble, as the rest of you are apparently as well. I see all of you in here in the live chat. Hit that thumb up button. Appreciate you. 247 immediately in the door. That's the notification gang doing it live. Appreciate you. Let's get into a couple of the finer details of week 10, like Christian McCaffrey expected to play. This has been a song and dance, a little toying around with media, if you will, where Shanahan keeps saying, we'll see. He confirmed finally today that McCaffrey, who's suffering from bilateral Achilles tendonitis in both of his Achilles, that's what bilateral means, he is going to make his season debut against the Bucs on Sunday. But I have got it on good authority, not only from my boy Raj and those guys making a prediction, and other sources that are completely independent. 10 to 12 touches is probably the expectation for Christian McCaffrey, meaning that either Jordan Mason or Guerendo or both will still be getting similar touches to Christian McCaffrey. One of them could be, or the two of them could split it up. Guerendo seems like the more exciting option at this moment in time, but Mason has been phenomenal all year, and people are running away from him as if he's trash and garbage. But yet, there was a theme that we kicked out all season long, off season long, which was a make sure you cuff this trio together. And it seems to me, and it seems to be the case, that everyone's cutting Mason and Guerendo and running away from the same concept that was, hey, if something happens to McCaffrey, you win a league. So now we've got Mason and Guerendo full circle, back in stealth mode, in full ninja mode, ready to absolutely annihilate somebody if McCaffrey suffers some sort of re-injury or can't seem to stay healthy off of this Achilles tendonitis, which is not something that just goes away. It's chronic. It's not something he developed through some weird sort of season. It's been a long abuse of workload that's caused it. So we'll find out. Is there a world where Christian McCaffrey is a top 5 running back for the remainder of the season? Yes. That world does exist. Would I bank on it? Probably not. I think it depends, but I would definitely look to probably get in some sort of like one share of this situation and not have a single share of Christian McCaffrey in the rest of the way. I don't mind partaking in one of my, let's say 5 to 10% of my leagues having this sort of situation. But would I scoop up Mason and Guerendo as I wait for this Christian McCaffrey debut to unfold? At least give it 1 week. At least see what McCaffrey looks like, and at least see how McCaffrey looks coming out of the game before you start cutting Mason and Guerendo. And if they're out there, grab them and hold them for 1 week. If I'm wrong, who cares? If I'm wrong, that's your bench play. That's the guy you drop week in and week out anyway. You're always dropping somebody each week. Let it be Guerendo and Mason. What are we doing? It's unbelievable. So Christian McCaffrey making his debut. Nico Collins not practicing. Not in a position of even being activated to being ready to play. Nico's out for 1 more week, which makes him a very good buy low candidate. Let me pull this back up. I'm sorry. Nico Collins a very good buy low candidate walking into the remainder of the season, because we go ahead and we swing on over to the buy lows for week number 10, and we have, of course, this grouping here because it depends on where you're at. You know, like I said, one league, if you could, let's say you have Mason and Garendo already, you could buy Christian McCaffrey. That's an opportunity, but it's not an opportunity that feels as likely. I'm going to take him off the board right now after the confirmation that McCaffrey is going to play. The reason he was on here earlier is because there was this maybe boding well for him playing this week. Everything's looking good for him, having a good shot to play this week. And that was what ended up happening. That's what ended up creating that sort of that sort of potential doubt open window. Gibbs, buy him. Smitty, I don't understand. Why would somebody sell Gibbs? No one's selling Gibbs in my league. I beg to differ. The reason I beg to differ is because I see constant commentary about how Monty's the guy. If he didn't have his touchdown last week, Smitty, Gibbs wouldn't even be, being talked about right now. It's wild to me, the amount of chatter and running of the mouth, absolute gibberish going on regards to Gibbs's workload. Oh, 40% workload, like he's in trouble. He's very attainable. Not in every league, but he's very attainable. Breece Hall, same thing. Wait till he has one big week. You won't be able to get Breece Hall low again. He'll be a top 5-6 overall player. That amount of value will resurge into 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no way he doesn't return the top 10 overall player value as long as he's healthy. And right now you can get him cheap. It's wild. We'll be circling back here hopefully next week, but at least 2 weeks from now. Maybe we got another buy low week of Breece Hall. Maybe he has 70 total yards and no touchdowns, and we come out of week number 10 and go, hey, we got an opportunity here to buy him low one more week. That could happen. But in one of the next 2 weeks, we come back in and it's laughable that we could buy him low. Think about buying Bijan low right now. You can't buy Bijan low. You could 2-3 weeks ago. It's laughable now. You're not going to get Bijan low. Remember when you could buy even a guy like Puka Nacua or Cooper Kupp extremely low. The reason Puka Nacua is even on here is because he got in a fight. He disappointed his owners. His knee injury is still kind of creeping back into the conversation of is it bothering him? What's his snap count going to be? Is he fully healthy? Those things have put him back on the map of buy low because people are panicked about it. But as soon as he has one more big game, comes out unscathed, then nobody's going to have any qualms at all about ranking him in this top 10 overall wide receiver category, locking him into place. Tyreek Hill hasn't bounced back yet. There's some risk involved because Tua's back and Tyreek Hill hasn't really bounced back. I don't know if he's lost a step or if Miami Mike McDaniel's lost his mind. It's one of the two. CeeDee Lamb lost his quarterback bone tendon, ripped off the bone partially. This is going to be a while for Dak Prescott. IR at least 4 weeks for Dak Prescott. So we have Cooper Rush, maybe eventually Trey Lance, who knows, but hopefully Cooper Rush does well, who has made Lamb produce well in the past. Might I remind you, Lamb chops coming back into the buy low window. Neighbors, buy low. If he blows up this week against the Panthers, it's over. There's no getting Neighbors low anymore. He's as cheap as you'll ever get him. Jamar Chase, look, he's not going to be able to be had for pennies on the dollar. But the fact that Joe Burrow threw a 5-touchdown game and he had 0 touchdowns, he got none of it. People are a little bit of a panic state, especially depending on the record. This is very record dependent. Let's say somebody has got 3 wins with Jamar Chase. They need to do something. If someone's got 5 wins with Jamar Chase, they're okay with what happened last week. Someone with 3 wins or less is going, I can't afford to do this again. I don't know what's going on. They'll maybe trade him. Deebo Samuel, I don't understand why the majority of people aren't going, this is a top 5 to 10 wide receiver. Not top 10, top 5 to 10 wide receiver. now that Ayuk is out for the season. I think it's merely because he got banged up again on the way into the bye week, and it just disappointed people. They just got so disappointed by Debo not exploding and getting banged up again. They call him made of glass. He's, injury prone. Debo is going to explode. Debo is going to be an absolute gem of a buy low candidate walking out of this week. Marvin Harrison Jr., you can rip on him all you want. He certainly has a lot of risk, but he's a decent buy low because he's practically free. It's not the same as buying him at top 25 overall value. You don't need to play that game anymore. Walker, there's risk. Cook, there's risk, but these two gentlemen are the best low-end running back ones available via trade right now because you don't have to pay that price tag. That is the buy low list. We've obviously covered that on other shows, but I wanted to get into it again. Nico is a part of that because Nico is out yet another week. So Nico Collins over here on the top right, he's out another week. We don't even know if he's coming back the next week. There's major risk and concern here, but enough of a risk for people to panic. Yes, enough of upside for somebody with like a 5 or 6 win record to go, let me go get this Nico Collins action right now in case things get better quicker. And if they don't, I'm still paying the right kind of price tag at a 5 or 6 win type of team perspective. So it really does matter with what your record is and how things look for you as a team. You can't go after him with 3 wins. Underdog, promo code Smitty. Underdog will match your first deposit up to, or match it 50% up to $1,000. Here's the link right here. Click that link. You drop $10, which is the minimum. They'll give you 5. You drop 100, they give you 50. You drop 500, they give you 250. All the way up to 1,000, meaning you drop $2,000 to give you 1,000, and they'll give you a bonus pick in your account. So make sure you smash that link. The link is in the live chat. I'll even pin the link right now for those of you that want to partake in some of these. Now, I will say, I'm not necessarily telling you to grab all of these. I also think Yoshi Voss should be on this list. I don't know what category I would be more inclined to click. Reception, touchdown, I'll take a look in a minute, but I don't know that all these are going to land together. This isn't one of those that I feel ultra confident in. I love this exact lineup. I think that for the most part, for a contest, I feel very confident about the Derrick Henry touchdown. I feel pretty darn good about the Chase Brown higher yardage than 56.5. The Zay Flowers 63.5. I think he does get higher than that. Gesicki 52.5 is solid. I feel pretty good about all of these. I just don't know all of them. One game. I'm more of a pick 3 or 4, put them on a $100 or $200, contest, and then smash that versus put all these and jam them into one contest because they all play in the same game. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to imagine all of these things going this way and having this kind of an offensive night on both sides of the football on a Thursday night, etc. So that's why I'm kind of urging you not to just drop this exact contest and say, Smitty, we didn't hit. Like, it's not that kind of night. A Thursday night, I just kind of cook up the top 4 or 5 that I like and tell you to kind of mix and match, maybe with the Sunday contest as well. You don't necessarily have to have everything hit tonight. You could put one of these in a Sunday combination of players as well. Yoshi Voss, I'd say give him a touchdown, or if his yardage, let me see what his yardage might be, because he might be a good pick as well. Let's see, Yoshi Voss. Yeah, I'll find that. Burrow, let's see, Yoshi Voss. Let me see if I can find Yoshi Voss real quick. Yoshi Voss, where are you at, pal? Where are you at? 0.5 touchdowns, 179 higher. That's pretty good. Receiving yards, 25. I kind of like that one better. So Yoshi Voss, we're going to say, let me put this up on screen here. This is probably going to be what I'm going to tell you guys to do. I like the touchdown. That's not bad as well, because they give you some extra multiplying value there. Let me see. I'll put this on screen so you guys also have a Yoshi Voss call here. And then we'll move on to the news and then hit the super chats. Here is that one right here. So Yoshi Voss, I like this touchdown higher. 1.79 multipliers is fantastic. But 25.5 yards, I feel like he's going to get that. So those are my picks for Underdog. Again, link is pinned in the live chat. Links in the description of the video. Please use that link. Use code Smitty. If you don't use the link, it does the same thing. Let's go on over to this piece of news. Trevor Lawrence not likely to play this week. Not like you're really starting him anyway. Keaton Mitchell. This is exciting. This is like I don't want to say a poor man's version of Devon Achane before he tore his ACL, but we were higher on him than most anyone you could find. Keaton Mitchell. This is like hey, this might be the next Devon Achane. This is a version of Devon Achane. Tore his ACL. I don't know how quickly he'll be back to form, but expected to be active in tonight's game, barring any unforeseen developments like on the field right now. This is going to be exciting to see him. I really think he ends up being the guy you want to own outside of Derrick Henry in this backfield. He is so quick. He is so fast. He's so explosive. I don't know. He's a lighter guy too, as you can see. He's a Devon Achane type size player. And a torn ACL with that frame is a lot easier to rebound from immediately than if you're a 220-pound man. If you're a big monster putting weight on that ACL and that knee, it's harder on the knee. It's harder on the meniscus. It's harder on the MCL. It's harder on the quad. It's harder on the hamstrings. You tear you oftentimes have some sort of compensation injury. When you're a lightweight individual like Keaton Mitchell, it's a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot faster recovery. I'm not saying to expect much tonight if they even play him, or they might play him a lot, might play him nothing, very little. I'm just saying he's exciting, and I'm glad he's back, and I hope that he can stay healthy, and I hope that he gets an opportunity. Keaton Mitchell, very exciting player. This right here, Keaton Mitchell officially activated. Okay, got that. Doubled up on the news there. Look at this. Look at it. Would you look at this? Justin Fields, 2024. Through 8 games. Justin Fields, 2023. Through 8 games. 171 points scored. Fields, 172. Yards per game. Bears, 321. Under Justin Fields, 295. And the caption reads, new QB, same result. And Shane Waldron's, from the very onset, I told you all, Shane Waldron was probably the biggest problem. Not even Caleb, it was Shane Waldron. It was the Bears making those decisions. Bry Robinson Jr. hamstring was limited on Thursday. Hard to know what to make of B-Rob Jr. going forward, guys. He can't seem to stay healthy right now. I would say he's, we got to monitor that situation. Olave, concussion, did not practice, not looking good for week number 10. In fact, I would say almost guaranteed not to play, but anything can happen. Monitor the situation, but be expect to not have him. CeeDee Lamb, shoulder practice, fully expect him to play. Chuba Hubbard got his extension today, which was a kick to the nutsack of the value of Jonathan Brooks, even for this year especially. This is a big contract. Granted, there's only 15 or so million guaranteed, but this is huge. The fact that the Panthers decided to extend Chuba Hubbard means that he ain't going anywhere. And Jonathan Brooks is coming into a timeshare at best case scenario. Dable told reporters that Slayton concussion protocol is unlikely to play. Get Slayton out of your lineups if you have him in there. That is everything. Let's get to these super chats while we've got them. Ron Navy again says a lot of people want your underdog picks before the game start. I know, Ron, appreciate you. I didn't even see this until now, but thank God we got it out, Ron. Appreciate you. We got Alicia with a $20 hauler. Ron with 2 20s. Want to drop 3 to take CMC, Mitchell, and Collins off IR. Who do you drop? Geez, Madison's 1. Probably say Coker and probably Pop Douglas. Those would be, you could put Coleman on IR if you're allowed to, or you could cut Coleman, who's probably out multiple weeks. But Coker, Douglas, and I would say Madison for me are the bottom of the barrel. Appreciate your $20 hauler. You absolutely rock. Let me get to these in order in which they received. Rudy says, Smitty, we got some underdog picks tonight. Yes, we did already. Appreciate you, Rudy. Cody says, Benson, Coleman, Warren, no trades. Drop 2. I'm going to go probably Coleman because he's out multiple weeks. and Juju because he's injured. And Hopkins is obviously taking over anyway. Full PPR, Chase Brown or Brian Thomas Jr. I'm going to go Chase Brown in this one, my guy. Drop Otton for Jonathan Brooks. I would say no. With the emergence of Chuba Hubbard's contract extension, I don't know, bro. I don't think so. I think you trade Otton for a whole boatload, bro. I'd rather do that. No way. Wide receivers are Nico, Terry, Tillman, Coleman. Running backs are Bijan, Chase Brown. Would you trade Bijan for Chase? I would say you're going to be struggling a little bit at RB if you do this, but I think it's kind of balanced in a way that it doesn't really matter. I'd take Jamar Chase. I think he's just safer for points. Yes, smash it. Put him in your lineup. Let's roll. Hall owner wants D-Hop and Ramondre. Smash. Hall owner wants D-Hop and Ramondre. Yes, for Breece Hall, take Breece Hall. I made the Zay and Pacheco for CD happen. That's fantastic. I love that trade. I still buy CD Lamb. What do you think about me sending Lamb, Reed, and Jacobs for Nico and Breece Hall? I think it's pretty even. Honestly, Lamb right now is a lesser Lamb. Still a very good wide receiver one, but he's lesser. Reed, he's hot and cold. Jacobs could be hot and cold. Nico's injured. Breece Hall. If you can use Reed, like if you can replace Reed or not even using Reed, then I guess I'd take Breece and Nico if you have a good record. If Reed's like a big starter and now you got a hole and a vacancy, I'd say don't do this trade. Keep the trio. Go with the trio. Nico and Breece if you have depth and a good record. Trade Chase Brown for CMC, Mason and Grendo. Yes, I would take that gamble. I love Chase Brown, but I'd take the trio in San Francisco. Start Gesicki or Ingram this week. Without Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to say Gesicki because we just don't really, yeah. Monty, MHJ, Hopkins, Dell, Puka. Thanks, Smitty. Start 3. Go Monty, Hopkins, Puka. But I would probably make a trade because having Dell on your bench is painful. Trade Achane and Otton for Debo. No. Was offered St. Brown for CMC, Lamb, Otton, or do CMC for Lamb. CMC for Lamb, Otton. St. Brown for CMC, Lamb, Otton. I would take CMC, Lamb, and Otton over St. Brown all day long. Or do CMC, Lamb. Was offered St. Brown. No, don't trade CMC and Lamb and CMC, Lamb, and Otton for St. Brown. What are we doing? Hell no, bro. No. Absolutely not. JT and Chase Brown for Saquon. I take JT and I take Saquon. Or JT Hopkins for that. JT Hopkins. I'd rather have Saquon. Saquon's number 1, number 2, or number 3 overall drafting today. Start 1, flex Hubbard, Devontae Smith, or Shakir. I'm probably going to go Devontae Smith by a hair. Do I trade my Kamara and Reed for Neighbors and Najee? I'd rather have Kamara and Reed by a touch, but it's close. Am I giving up too much? I offer Lamb and Rashad White for Jamar Chase. No, I think that's okay considering the quarterback situation. TP, is Kittle for Kincaid, DJ Moore enough? Kittle for Kincaid, DJ Moore. I'd rather have Kittle by a lot. Or insist on Kincaid, McLaurin. Yeah, if you're going to do something, you're giving up Kittle. Look, what are you doing? Yeah. Kincaid or Kincaid, Tyreek. I would love to have Kincaid and Tyreek, but McLaurin will do if need be. Or Kittle for Neighbors and Joku. I'd take Neighbors and Joku. Or Kittle for Neighbors, Metcalf. McBride, Metcalf. Or Hawkinson. I don't know. TP, we're getting a little heavy here. I would say definitely take Neighbors and Joku. McBride and Metcalf, probably, yes. I'd take that one as well. For sure. Actually, give me McBride, Metcalf over all of them because McBride and Kittle are pretty close and you're getting Metcalf. I like that one, even though he's injured. That's probably my favorite one. Trade away Cup, JT, Laporta for Mike Evans, Saquon. Cup, JT, Laporta for Mike. Give me Mike Evans and Saquon. You've already secured the playoffs, so that makes a ton of sense. I have Josh Allen, JD5, package 1 QB and Hopkins or Reed for any of your buy lows, plus Connor, McLaurin, or Monty. Ollie, this is hard to digest what you're even saying here. I have Brees, Rico, Pacheco. I have Josh Allen and JD5. So yes, the answer is package one of the QBs away, plus Hopkins or Reed. I'd rather keep Hopkins, to be honest. So Reed and a quarterback for Kickoff is happening right now. Reed and a quarterback for, obviously, Hall. Like, would I give up Hopkins to get Hall? Yes. Debo, yes. Collins, yes. Jamar Chase, yes. Neighbors, Hill, Lamb, yes. Puka, yes. So the answer is yes to all those. But as far as plus Connor, McLaurin, or Monty, I don't know what that additional piece you're referencing, but I'm not super interested in trading a quarterback and Hopkins for Connor. McLaurin, probably still not enough. And Monty, probably not enough. So I'm not sure what you mean exactly there, but I think I answered your question in regards to... Okay, Burrow in the gun. Chase Brown to his left. Burrow throws it to Chase Brown right off the bat. Right off the bat. Let's just get a reception to Chase Brown. Immediately. My Connor and Ladd for Walker and Deontay. I'd probably take Walker on the chance that he becomes what we think he could become. But, I mean, the safe play is probably Connor and Ladd if you need the depth. But your running backs, Kyron, Monty, you're pretty good at RB. Debo, Amon-Ra, Evans. Yeah, you're pretty good. I'd probably say give me Walker. Give me the upside of Walker. It's not a lock by any means, but sit Deontay Johnson for Westbrook. Burrow throws it to Chase. Nice. First down. Let's go. Sit Deontay Johnson for Westbrook. I don't know. Rock out. Neither. Can we come up with another option? Lamb and DK for Puka, Hopkins, Dell, and Higgins. Lamb and DK for Puka, Hopkins, Dell, and Higgins? I'm going to take that monster grouping as long as you can make the drops and it's not like you're dropping like stud players, bro. Fantastic group of super chats. You guys absolutely rock. Okay, is that Khalil Herbert? Who is that? No, it's Chase Brown. God, they picked up Chase Brown and ran, and they literally want to run him to the locker room. Yeah, Chase is all over the place. Chase Brown, Jamar Chase. All right, here we go. Let's go. Chase Brown in motion. Returns to the line of scrimmage. Burrow throws a missile into congestion. 3rd and 9. Humphrey with the breakup. Well, 3rd and 9. Burrow's got to have a nice little, I'd say, Jamar Chase strike. Let's do a little quick slant action to Jamar Chase, or we hit Chase Brown on a screen or something, or Jamar Chase in some sort of screen concoction. Burrow back, scrambling around in the pocket. Oh, what a crow over the ball! Oh, get it, boy! Was Burrow over the line of scrimmage though? It kind of felt like he was pushing the limits there. Nice scramble by Burrow. Throws it right across the middle to Jamar Chase. Probably some sort of slant. I think we called that one a little bit. Let's see what Jamar Chase does on this. Is it a quick slant? Nope. That's like a deep post. Nice. Probably a handoff here. Let's get Chase Brown some touches. Oh, yep. Break that tackle. Go. Oh, watch his knees, bro. All right, Jamar Chase looking good so far. Chase Brown looking good so far. Yardage seems very, very solid. Good yardage on a drive one first quarter. Spreading the ball around. Burrow's looking really, really agile. Maneuvering the pocket very nicely. Jamar Chase just getting open. Getting good looks. Getting good. Chase Brown up the gut. About 5-6 yards. Or 4 yards. 4 or 5 yards. Nice little run. Tough run. Not a lot to work with, but looking good. Looking good. Okay, Burrow in the gun. Chase Brown to his right. Burrow says, take a picture. We're going into the end zone right here. Get your cameras ready. That's what he said. That was the audible. Okay, we got 4 wide, 5 wide in a sense. we got 5 pass catchers going out for a pass. Chase Brown's open. Oh, wide open. Who is that? Can't see that was Yoshivas. Number 80, Yoshivas. Yoshivas for a huge gain. I don't know, it's like 15 yards. Yoshivas, number 80 at the top of the screen. Nice little move. Straight across the middle at about the 4-yard line. Let's go. Lamar looks intense right there. All right, is this going to be a draw play to Chase Brown? We've got 4 wide receivers. One's a tight end. Burrow throws it to about the 2-yard line. It looks like they're going to count that catch. Is that Gesicki? Gesicki looks good in this offense. They look like they're running him like the Ravens when Likely's having success. They're running Gesicki kind of like the Ravens would run Likely as a receiver in a sense. Gesicki's out of the lineup. 2nd and goal. Gesicki's on the sideline. Harbaugh's wanting to throw a challenge flag. For what? What's he challenging? It was like a yard or two, right? Am I wrong? Okay, he's got control. His knee's down. I don't know what Harbaugh's thinking. Okay, the ball comes loose by way of the ground. He's got control. Knee down. Flips Gesicki up. Ball flies in the air. But what are you challenging? Wasn't it like a yard gain? Am I wrong here? Did I miss something? Let's see here. But what's he trying to challenge though? It was like like a yard gain? I don't know. Like he didn't catch the ball. Harbaugh, they were on like the 4-yard line. Now they're on like the 2.5. Is it that big of a deal? Are you going to waste a challenge on that BS? He's going to lose it anyway. I don't even think it was 2 or 3 yards. I think it was like a 1.5 yards, maybe. I want to say they were at the 4-yard line. And that was like at the 2.5. I don't think it was that big of a... If it was like on the 1, it would be different. But it's like you're still 2.5 yards away from the end zone. I don't know. I don't know what in the hell Harbaugh's thinking here. All right. Do we have any more? I don't think we have any more super chats. Let's open the phone lines briefly. 30-second phone calls only, guys, because I gotta get back to this game here. So
call into the show. Call into the show.
All right, hit me real quickly. 30 seconds only. I'm even gonna have the timer up. T, you got 24 seconds.
Yo, what's up? I got a trade for Nico Collins and Matt McCaffrey for Tyreek Hill and Baker Mayfield.
Say it one more time. Nico and
Matt McCaffrey.
Matthew Conkley.
No,
Lad McConkey. Okay. McClonkley. Okay, so Nico and McConkey for what?
For Baker and Tyreek.
Jamar Chase almost caught that. I would probably say give me Nico and McConkey. Only because we don't know what's going on with Nico. Or I'm sorry, only because we don't know what's going on with even Tyreek, but at least you have Lad in that. I would say let's bank on Nico, but it could go either way, bro. I mean, the question marks we have about I can't hear you, bro. You got the background noise or something going on. I have no idea what in the hell you got to call in without the background noise, bro. No show for you for the rest of the night. That's ridiculous. I would say I'd probably go Nico, but honestly, that could go either way, my boy. It could go either way. Joe, you're live as fast as you can. Everybody else mute, please. Joe, you're live. 30 seconds.
Smitty, what up?
What's up?
Yo, you a legend, bro. Thanks for putting on this show for all of the DJs all the time.
No problem. 18 seconds.
Can you play the Denny $50 hauler song even though no one dropped $50?
No.
Please? Come on, man.
I can only play it when you drop $50. That's the whole point of it.
People drop $50. You missed the song a couple times. Just play it one time.
It's the whole point of it. Then someone can drop a $50 hauler. It's gotta be for that reason. I appreciate you.
Okay, man. You a legend. Thanks, Smitty.
Thanks. He's like, come on. I love your show, but come on. I'm about to get upset at you. What are we doing here? Nap from Wisconsin. What's up?
What's going on, Smitty?
30 seconds.
I was just offered DeMont, Debo, and Bowers for my Cook in London. Should I pull the trigger?
Monty, Bowers, what?
Monty, Bowers, and DeMont. Monty, Bowers, and Debo.
For what?
For my Cook in London.
James Cook in London. Burrow back to pass. Hold on. Scrambling. Running for his life. Gets it off. Oh, Chase Brown for a touchdown. He drops it. No. No.
Oh, good.
Come on.
I'm playing Burrow tonight. That's good.
Oh, it was close. There's a flag on the play, though. That was so close. I mean, it was a tough catch. It's on the Ravens, so that's good. Holding defense, but damn, Chase Brown. Let's see that replay. See how tough that catch was. Was that something where Dad would have... Huh?
Brown. Was it? I thought it was number 10.
No, it was the Chase Brown. It was Chase Brown. And he's scrambling. He's looking for the ball here. Jamar Chase wasn't wide open. They're just showing him because of the holding. Damn it. Well, they might hand it off here to Chase Brown, but I would have rather Burrow to Chase Brown. That feeds both fantasy assets. Okay, Chase Brown runs it in. Unbelievable. Chase Brown's season's in full effect. Just full effect. That's so nice to see. Chase Brown! As for this trade, bro, give me Debo, Monty, Bowers all day long. Number one, Monty is easily arguable as James Cook. One could even say safer. But I think James Cook is a great value in a buy low sense, but he's definitely, kind of shaky at the same time. That's why he's a buy low. Debo and Bowers. Look, Debo, I'd rather have Debo over London right now with the hip issue. And I just think Debo's going to go on a tear without Ayuk. But that's very arguable. It is. But to get Bowers in this mix, this side crushes. Appreciate you, Nap. Yeah. Thanks for the question, pal.
Sure, man.
All right, Cap, you got 30 seconds.
Okay, So the guy wants my A-Chain and Devonta Smith, and he's offering me Pollard and CeeDee Lamb. I'm thinking of just giving him maybe Jacobs instead of A-Chain. Your thoughts?
You're thinking about giving him who over Achane?
Jacobs.
So
Pollard
yeah,
and
yeah.
Lamb.
Let me just tell you, I'm not trading Achane alone for CeeDee Lamb. Okay, so let's stop that nonsense.
No, hell.
So
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah. Jay. Okay, so now that we've, and you already ruled that out, even though you asked me, Jacobs and Smith for CD. I don't know, bro, because CD's in a whole different. Are you on a plane? It sounds like you're on a plane. What is that? Where are you at?
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but where are you at?
I'm traveling on I-95. I'm on I-95 in Miami,
humming.
Florida.
You going about 98 miles an hour? It's humming, bro.
You can hear that's my wheel bearing.
Oh, your wheel bearing is humming, bro. Okay, so Jacobs and Smith for CD. I'd probably say Jacobs and Smith is safer, but I mean, I still think CD's capable with Rush to have like wide receiver 1 numbers, but are they going to be like top 4? I don't know. I definitely buy CD. If I had tons of depth, I would be looking to acquire CD with this package potentially, but do you have like a ton of depth to do this with, or are you like going to be scraping by after this? All right, Cap's missing. I don't know where Cap went. I guess we'll always wonder. Ron Navy.
Yes, sir. Go Bengals. They need to beat the Ravens.
Well, they're on their way.
But did you notice 50% boost in Underdog for pick'ems in-game? Do in-game pick'ems and you can use a 50% boost.
Yeah, they got tons of boosts and stuff constantly available. It's awesome. So they'll have like a they'll have a promo section right when you log on. It'll be like 50% boost for NHL, 50% boost for NBA. This is where you also see the streaks. Streaks are awesome too, where you try and predict a certain number of things to happen.
Yeah.
You can pick any one thing.
So, this is one they only put on during the game.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that sucks. Burrow didn't get that TD past Chase Brown. Chase Brown ran one in instead, which is good. But damn, I would have loved to have had a double TD. I would have loved to have had a double TD.
Yep. But, I'm just going to say it and I'm going to leave. Go USA! Trump all the way. Goodbye.
Thanks, Ron. Appreciate you. Ron Navy to the principal's office. That was a crazy night. That was a crazy night. I watched until 4 a.m. my time. Lamar Jackson in the gun. Fakes the handoff to Derek. Throws a bomb downfield. And that is incomplete. Derek, appreciate your super chat. Phone lines are closed. Phone lines are closed. Let's see here. PPR, my MHJ and Addison for McLaurin. Probably rather McLaurin right now. He's just consistent, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hand off to Derek. He gets smashed, but he just keeps going and going and going, dragging fools. Third down. Henry looks amazing. He does, but he also looks I don't know what I'm going to think walking into next year, because you doubt him and he keeps doing it. It's just it's like, what do you do? But God, he's got to be getting tired. He's 30 years old. Is this Keith Mitchell? No. Is that Hill? I can't wait to see Keith Mitchell. Would I have chosen Andrews over Gesicki? Probably not, but that could go either way. I would have hesitated. Ravens punting the ball. Not looking good for the Ravens tonight. So far, at least. Joe Burrow's got your number. Punt to about the 10-yard line. Joseph Cigar Smoking Burrow running onto the field. I feel like he's getting better as his hair's growing out. Yeah, you can't sit Gesicki right now. The way Gesicki fits into this offense with the injuries to wide receivers. I mean, you have the same effect going on with Likely being out, but I mean, I'm just not sitting Gesicki. Chase Brown's in the field, on the field constantly. I love it. You got to love it. Burrow got rocked. He's okay, though. He's Joe Burrow. Ravens getting some good pressure. Man, oh, Joe Burrow got sandwiched or slammed. Jeez. He got, not only did he get pulled down, he got he bounced off the defender like a ball. Just boom. Just slammed him down. Burrow in the gun. Chase Brown in the flat. Joe Burrow, he says, come back, Chase. He was trying to throw to Chase Brown again, but Chase Brown was across the field. He was trying to get him to come back. That was almost picked off. Not really Joe Burrow's fault. He was just trying to get it in a creative spot, which probably wasn't going to get caught. But if it got tipped up, it could have been a mess. But Joe Burrow scrambling to the right. Chase Brown was in the flat on the left, but Burrow was like, come back. That was kind of a bad throw by Burrow. He should have. Why didn't he throw it over him? Why didn't he just lob it over to Gesicki? Just like nice little lob down the sideline a little bit. Where Gesicki could have caught it and only Gesicki. I don't know what Burrow was thinking there. All right, 3rd and 10. Burrow's kind of limping. No, he's just walking kind of with a strut. He wants some water. See, that's what you do instead of tapping out. Get me out! Get me out of the game! Burrow just walks over. Give me some water. He looks like he got kind of rocked. If you look at Burrow, he's going like this. With his eyes, he's like kind of... Wonder if he had a... I don't want to say it. All right, the Baltimore Raven defense is trying to get this crowd... They're trying to get this crowd screaming and into the game. Burrow's kind of clenching his hand a little bit. That's kind of a new thing he does, though. I think everyone makes too much of it. That's just the habit he has with his new hand, his hand injury. Burrow in the gun. Lets it fly. Oh, Jamar Chase wants a flag. Jamar Chase got a flag. He got a flag. They were holding Jamar. You could tell Jamar was flipping out. And that ball looked good, but it didn't get there. That indicates to me that Jamar was being held because Jamar didn't even attempt to try and catch it. He was being like, oh, God, they're ripping his hell. Yeah, that's why. The ball, perfect thrown ball. Perfect thrown ball. Had Jamar Chase not been held up. Don't act like you didn't hold him, bro. You were hanging on to his face mask. You went for a ride on his face mask, bro. Practically feet were off the ground pulling on that thing. Out there complaining. You don't know what you're talking about. And Harbaugh shaking his head like that was a bad call. You literally you were hanging on his face mask like it was a ride. I can't stand when people aren't honest about. Look at Chase Brown. Should have been a 2-yard gain. He got like 6 out of it. I can't stand when people act like they didn't hold. I cannot stand that. Like what a unaware Unger both Harbaugh and Wiggins were to assume, to act like that was not holding, to be baffled by the call. Jamar Chase literally would have got to that football. That was a perfect, beautifully thrown ball, thrown to a spot, not a player, and Jamar Chase was the player. Let's just keep giving it to Chase Brown. Let's just throw to him. Let's run him. Let's give Chase Brown 100 total yards by halftime. That's what I feel like's happening here. Khalil Herbert's like, this isn't fun. Why can't I play? I like Khalil a lot, though. You got to cuff him. Because if something happened, he could come in. But Chase Brown's taking over, bro. This is Chase Brown's team. Chase Brown looks phenomenal. Chase Brown! Chase in motion to the left. Burrow handing the ball off to Chase Brown, who rips off another 7 yards. Flag on the play. Please don't be holding. That was a nice rip. I don't need that called back. Holding offense. Son of a B. 64. I feel like holding is like the biggest crime. I feel like I'd bench people that held. I'd be like, you fall down, you mess up, that's on you. Unless you're preventing your quarterback from getting absolutely obliterated, like on some blindside concussion type call, like that I could understand and be like, thank you. Joe Burrow tossing it to Gesicki, who gets about, 9, 10. It'd be third and 10, 3rd and 11. Gesicki's fitting well into this offense. I like what I see. All right, thank you, Golf. Appreciate you. Anthony traded Tillman and Dowdle for Tyreek and Dynasty. I like that. I take that gamble on Tyreek. I definitely do. Burrow in the gun. Chase Brown to his right. Slings that sucker to... Oh! I hate those calls that are like... They're designed... Maybe they're going to go for it, though. They're designed to get you, like, 8 yards when you need 10. Oh, this is 3rd and 2. I could have swore it was 3rd down. Wasn't it just 3rd down? 3rd and 2. I thought this was 4th and 2. All right, 3rd and 2. Burrow in the gun again. Chase lines up on the far left at the top of the screen. Burrow claps 5 times, which means go absolutely bonkers there, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase looks a little frustrated with himself because I think he knows he could have stayed in bounds, potentially, taking it to the house. I don't know. B-Class says Ford or Algier rest of season. Neither, bro. Algier. Algier's at least got a roll. Jamar Chase. See, Jamar Chase could have just, like, rolled him off. Like, why do you go out of bounds right here? Look at... I mean, the momentum, but he was like, damn it, I should have just... I think he's saying to himself, I should have just rolled him off and then went to the end zone. Damn it. All right. Chase Brown takes a nice little rip. 7-8 yards. Every play, Chase Brown is slippery, kind of containable. You can't contain him. He just kind of, I don't know what's the best comp for him. He's been running like, I don't know how to even comp him to anybody. He's so slippery, bro. I mean, he runs the ball so hard, and you can't really get him down. It kind of reminds me of Breece Hall in a way. Oh! Yoshi Voss. Got another super chat here. Garrett Wilson or Cooper Kupp? Cooper Kupp. But, I mean, one could make arguments and debates about this, but I'm going to go Cooper Kupp. Good question. Give me Kupp. Burrow, back to pass, scrambles. I love when he scrambles now because he's scrambling to throw, but he's capable of, of running 4th and 3. Man. I hate watching Burrow walk off the field. Oh, are they going for it? They're going for it, aren't they? Fourth and 3. I love this. I love going for it on 4th down. That's what separates the men from the boys. Let's go. Burrow in the gun. Chase Brown to his right. Four wide receivers. 2 on each side. Burrow takes the snap. Launches a missile. I'm just going to say it. I don't know how that receiver doesn't try harder for that ball. I feel like he was stopping and looking up in the air, just run. I feel like if that was me, I would have sprinted to where the ball was going to land, not sit there and watch it in the air and decide, maybe I should run. I feel like that was on him. I think that ball was actually nicely placed. The average, box score Bobby would say that ball it was inaccurate. It's not inaccurate when the receiver runs a horrible route and the quarterback is throwing to a spot. Not every quarterback throws to the player. Sometimes you throw to a spot. That was a bad job by that receiver. Is that Burton? It's because he's a rookie. I would have got to it. I would have got to that football. Your boy played receiver. I would have got to that football. Damn it, Burton. How many people we got in here? 245. Hit that thumb up button if you could. Appreciate you all. Yeah, Bengals have been aggressive. Space Ricky, they've been real aggressive. I like it. All right, we'll be back for a wrap-up show. Appreciate you all. Hit that thumb up button on the way out the door. Subscribe if you're new. Alex, with a super chat real quickly. Alex says, 2 QB keeper league, need 2 QBs. Guys willing to trade Burrow or Purdy. I take Burrow. How high of a future draft pick should I trade for either guy? In a 2 QB league, I mean, honestly, Burrow, Purdy not as much, but Burrow, you would draft in the top 7 overall in a startup. So I'd give up any first rounder easily. How high of a future first draft pick? So anything. Talking about a quarterback in a super flex, bro. You're talking about you throw Burrow into any rookie draft and he goes number 1 overall. So Alex, number 1.1, if I had it, I would give it up for Burrow in a super flex. All right. I'll see you all after the game. Appreciate you. Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Live whenever big news breaks. We'll be live to do a wrap-up show. Appreciate every single one of you.